Oliver Ames High School Sports home game coverage is underwritten in part by Bank of Easton, Premier Properties, Law Office of Sutton and Sutton, Easton Historical Society and Museum. ECAT would like to thank all sponsors for making coverage of all this year's home games possible.
Buenos dias and hola, amigos and amigas, and happy Cinco de Mayo from the Oliver Ames campus at the softball field for your OA Tigers, where today we've got the Walpole, I'm not sure of their logo, but or their mascot, but we'll figure it out, versus your OA Tigers. Today we've got a special treat today, a special game with Paige Taylor making her first appearance in the circle. And leading off for Walpole is Susie McAdams, the right fielder, who takes strike one. Taylor, the southpaw, making her first appearance, I believe, in varsity for pitching. As McAdams takes ball two. Taylor with a strike. McAdams with a base hit straight back up the middle, fielded by Miller. And brought back into the circle. And that brings up Sienna Cruiser, the shortstop, number 6. The righty steps into the plate. Taylor delivers. Ball one, high and outside. Taylor with the pitch. Outside corner, strike one. It's a 1-1 count on Kreutzer. Kreutzer puts a bunt down. Fielded cleanly by Taylor, but thrown a bit outside. Kreutzer advances to 2. McAdams in scoring position at third base. Throw was a little wide of Morris, who was covering the bag with the crashing Sammy Johnson. And that brings up the number 3 hitter, Abby Kearns, the second baseman. And she takes ball one. Walpole has a record of 7-1. As the bunt was put down, out at first, run scores on the squeeze play. The coach for Walpole's playing a little small ball today. And since we had so much, and there's a pitch a little high, a runner from third. Kreutzer scores on the wild pitch. And that brings up the first baseman, Brooke Arena. Walpole ranked 17th in the most recent Globe rankings, as Arena puts it out of play and out behind the backstop here. And today we're joined, since we got so many requests and so much positive feedback, we're going to rotate the color commentary. And joining us here in the first inning, Booster President, former EGSL champion coach, Dave Melendi.
Champion Heat, right?
The Heat.
2-time champs. Yeah, thanks for having me again. I'll be here for a little bit until hopefully Mark Taylor will call the game.
It's like the minor leagues. We're bringing them up through the minors to do the play-by-play in color for the future Tigers, as Arena off to the right. Oh, and just out of the reach of a running Madison Montero, who's making her first appearance this year in the field.
Good effort by Madison. Took a good line to the ball.
It's just out of reach. And Arena has a 2-2 count. A ground ball to Maddie Homer Matty Homer over to stretching Sammy Johnson for the out.
Good play by Maddie. Can you hear me now?
And that's the second out. That brings up
We were having issues with that
Ari Kreutzer.
Would you be able to tell if I'm on?
Some
I can hear you. Okay.
as she takes ball one. Kreutzer, the catcher. She fouls off to out of play off the right side.
Yeah, I can't even hear him now.
I can't hear myself. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Ooh.
Maybe one or the other. All right. We'll make do.
Taylor with the pitch. A little low and outside. A 2-1 count. And 3 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count to Kreutzer. Kreutzer, a possible relation to the... and then she goes off to the opposite field with a hit out into right field. And that's a 2-out single for Kreutzer. And that brings up the pitcher, Charlotte Stasinski.
Looks like we got a pinch runner. Maybe, I don't know if that's the pitcher or the catcher, but it's Ari Cruiser.
That is the catcher. Yeah, that was the catcher who was up.
Oh, it was her. Okay.
Yep, Kreutzer, the catcher. And we got the pitcher, Straczynski, steps to the plate. Walpole with a early 2-0 lead.
You can get out of it here, Gio. We'll take it.
And we're gonna a little delay here as Taylor delivers outside pass ball, and a little outside. Pitcher's a little outside. Good effort by Farley to try and get that. And Taylor delivers a ball just a little high.
Let's just cut some of the strike zone there.
Dave, happy Cinco de Mayo to you.
Yeah, same to you, Gio. You got any dinner plans at El Marachi's later?
Not as of yet. We are looking at this. Taylor over to third. Oh, just missed it. Martin just missed that tag.
Close play. You can hear me now?
Oh, now we can, yeah. Taylor with the pitch. And Straczynski goes over to the second baseman. Morris over to Johnson to retire the sides. And after half an inning, it is Walpole 3, your Tigers 0. We'll be back. And welcome back to the OA softball field on the Oliver Ames campus. I'm Gio Palestino, joined with Dave Melendi here in the bottom of the first,
I'm just going to make sure she's connected to the wireless.
where your OA Tigers are down in a little bit of a hole here, 2-0 to Walpole. Maddie Homer will be leading off as always. Hopefully, as usual, she'll get things started, get on base, and put some runs on the board and get this thing tied up. A little bit of a wind here, going from left to right. But overall, a beautiful day here in beautiful North Easton. It is 2. Wow. 2-0. Yep. Scoreboard had it at 99-0 at one point.
We had a little wardrobe malfunction for the umpire.
And Straczynski with the first pitch. Ball 1 to Maddie Homer. If we can get Maddie on. Move her over. She's just as she gets on first. She might as well just put her at second. And Maddie with a strong swing.
I could be wrong, but I think this is the pitcher they saw the first game against Walpole. So hopefully, they get a little used to it.
I believe that was a low-scoring affair. 1-0 loss.
No.
Was it 1-0?
We got run out. Yeah.
Oh, it was run out.
Yeah, against Walpole earlier at their headquarters.
Out in the Bird Stadium, or the Bird School. Was it?
Which one is it? Just to turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, hey, Jack, the volume. The volume's a little. Okay, that's much better. Perfect. Thank you, Dave. As Maddie Homer fouls the ball off to the right. Maddie batting a cool .436 this season.
Leading the team. I think she's near the top of the top.
Solid player, the Maddie Homer. She swings and misses for strike 3. And that brings up the number 2 batter.
This pitcher has a really good rise ball.
There's a lot of movement there, yep. Caitlin Miller, number 8, center fielder. Miller shows bunt. As Straczynski, ball outside. It would be an optimal time to start a little small ball. Just get those runners on. As Miller swings and misses for strike 1.
Create some havoc on the bases.
Especially with the speed we have at the top of the lineup. As Miller shows bunt again. Puts got a little too much of that one. I like where Coach was going, but the bunt was a little too, got a little bit under it. Put it a little pop up over to the right field, or the first baseman arena.
First baseman for that bad catch. That was an excellent ball.
Very quick feed over there. As Devin Moore steps in.
They got to be patient, lay off the high stuff today. It's going to bring a lot around the letters.
Devin batting .417 as he swings and misses.
Lives up on the letters.
Straczynski mixing up her pitches, throwing some heat. And working that outside corner. Swing and miss for strike 2. 1-2 Caroline Morris with 2 outs. And Straczynski wastes one a little bit over everyone into the backstop.
There's a Ryan Johnson showing.
As Morris digs in. And with that high heat again, Straczynski just throwing that rise ball. And Morris goes down swinging. And after 1, Walpole 2, Tigers 0. We'll be AAA softball field in the Moscato Sports Complex. And batting for Walpole is Nora Broderick. Broderick plays third base. And swing and miss for an 0-2 count. And Taylor pitching efficient today. One, 2 count to Broderick. And takes ball 2. As Broderick goes down for the first out of the inning. And that brings up number 18, Briella Clinton, the designated hitter. And Clinton takes strike 1. And Taylor a little low for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 down. Walpole's leading 2-0. Taylor trying to work that corner for ball 2, just a little outside. There's Taylor down the middle, fouled off to the backstop. There's Clinton. And Clinton digs in. Taylor with the pitch. Shot over to Homer. Homer fields it cleanly over to Johnson for the out. And that's his second out of the inning. Nice play by Maddie Homer. Right to her. Didn't have to move too much. That quick release. Clinton did not have a chance at first. And that brings up Caroline Doran, the center fielder. Takes ball 1. Doran was number 2. And Taylor with the pitch just a little inside, a little high and inside. Taylor just missing outside.
So Caroline's actually a teammate of Katie on our BMB team.
Another
Really good player. Plays outfield, second base. Really good hitter. Got a quick bat.
Walpole traditionally has a very good program. I know we've contended with them and played them several times throughout the years.
Like we have.
And Taylor with the pitch right down the middle, over to Homer again, moving to her left. Quick release to retire the side.
Homer's getting a lot of work over there.
And after 1.5, Walpole 2, your OA Tiger 0. And welcome back. We've got a barn burner here, Dave. Oh, you have your mic on. Never mind. That brings up number 9, Katie Melendi. Melendi, late scratch today from pitching. As she takes ball 1.
Smartly lays off that high stuff.
Melendi with an 1-0 count. Take strike 1. Yeah, they're going to have to figure out the rise ball here on Straczynski. And Melendi goes right back up the middle, over to the shortstop for the out at first. That was Kreuzer. Kreuzer over to Arena.
Good wood on that ball.
That brings up the left fielder, Crystalia Covell, who looks at strike 1. Crystalia, third on the team, hitting, batting .324. She takes ball 1. 1-1. 1 down for your Tigers. Oh, and Crystalia goes right over the dugout, almost connecting with one of the Walpole coaches.
She's going up there swinging.
It's aggressive. Anything close, you got to try and put some bat on it. Crystalia looks at strike 3. That rise ball was just nasty. Absolutely nasty. I couldn't even imagine what it would look like being in the box. Straczynski, really solid pitcher, and this rise ball is just really giving our Tigers some trouble today. As Emily Martin steps into the plate, taking ball 1. Emily Martin's wisely laying off that. Takes ball 2. Martin batting .265 for the year. As she looks at ball 3. Excellent patience by Martin today.
Yeah, she's been known to look at a few pitches here and there.
As she takes strike 1. 3-0 count. You gotta have her look at another one.
Yeah, only Maggie Homer has the green light on the 3-0.
Not too many players are gonna get the green light on that. As Martin fouls it off over into Randall Street.
Yeah, bad for Emily, working the count, seeing more pitches, can only be beneficial.
As Martin lays off that rise ball, drawing the walk. So puts Martin at first. That brings up the catcher, Catherine Farley, number 7.
I think the rest of the hitters got to watch how Emily approached that at bat. I thought she did a real good job laying off the high stops and really worked that count. So hopefully the rest of the hitters will wise up to the rise ball.
It's all about being patient, being selective, finding your pitch and driving it. As Farley takes ball 1. 1-1 to Farley. Catherine batting .242 this year. As Straczynski goes ball high. It's a 2-1 count.
We got a number of fans out in left field. Maybe get a souvenir here, hopefully, if Catherine could turn on a pitch.
That solid hit against Foxborough on Wednesday down the left field line started the scoring with that victory on Wednesday against a really good Foxborough team, as Catherine looks at strike 3 to retire the side. And after 2, it's 2-0 Walpole.
At ECAT, we're here to keep you connected and involved in the community. On ECAT, you can explore the town with Gail Devins.
Hello, I'm Gail Devins, and welcome to our show, Discover Easton.
Tell your story with Harrison Young on Topic Time. Learn something new with the Ames Free Library. Relax on the Ron Van Dam Show.
That's who I am. Thank you so much.
In Easton on the Oliver Ames campus, joined by Dave Wendy, Booster President.
Yeah, we got to shout out some of the sponsors here on the next break in the action.
And as the leadoff batter, Susie McAdams had that single in the first inning.
Ken's right, we need a little perch. Maybe you can get Booster to put the bill for a nice little press box up a little way.
Fundraising up, back up the middle. Taylor fields it with the throw, little wide to the right.
Nice grab by Sammy Johnson over there.
Sammy, very solid defensively. Former Easton Ambush alum.
All right, they're getting ready for the small ball. Rising up.
Let's see, that's Sienna Kreuzer, the shortstop.
Paige is starting to find some confidence here. I think I should have showed me a breaking pitch.
Mixing it up a little bit. A little fly ball out to center field. Miller under it, makes the catch.
Oh no! Okay.
Hurried the throw and try to get that runner at first, who was taking a massive lead. And that brings up number 5, Abby Kearns, the second baseman. Infield's playing up. They're expecting some small ball and gets by Farley. And McAdams advances to second. One 0 count.
What do you think? Should we swing it away or lay down a bunch here?
I personally, I'm a small ball guy. I like doing the. I would like just pushing a bunt over to the right side. She takes ball 2.
Do you like to win those 1-0, 2-0?
No bet. Using the strategy the whole game. Yes. 1-0, 2-1. Love the one-run game.
I like that. I like Catherine keeping her honest over there.
Defensively, the Tigers really been playing well the last few games. Minimal errors, minimal mistakes that would have cost them. as Taylor goes low. Lose her a little bit.
Not a bad
Walking.
thing. Now we get a force to the 3 bases.
That brings up the first baseman. Arena. She gives a fly ball in the center field. Miller with the catch. A little trouble with the transfer, but got it in.
Did you call out earlier that we got a return of Madison Montero?
That's 2 out. I did mention that. Madison Montero off the injured list. Welcome back, Madison.
Good to have her back. Great teammate, great player.
I believe a former member of the EGSL champion Blue Angels of 2020. As Taylor, ball 1. It's 1-1 count. 1-1 count to Kreuzer.
Get out of here, Gio.
This would be nice to get out of this unscathed. Taylor a little outside. Two 2-1 count to Kreuzer. Taylor with the pitch. Just outside. Oh, just out of the reach of Farley. And everyone advances 60 feet.
You know, I don't think we can ask for anything more what Paige has given us today. I mean, she probably hasn't pitched in a long time and came in for emergency. I'm sure she showed up to the field today thinking she was going to be playing a normal, spot in right field. And here we are.
Well, and pass Farley again. That scores McAdams from third. And Kreuzer moves up 60 feet. A little break in the action.
Call out a sponsor.
Thank you. Thank you, Murphy Tax. Hopefully you're going on vacation after the tax season.
I'm sure he was busy. Great guy, very generous, great coach.
Thank you, Dan and staff, for your sponsorship and your support of Easton softball. As Paige, nice little strike, a little bit of movement on there for strike one. And she lost that a bit. Oh! Could have been perfect. Bounced right back to the Farley. Just couldn't get a handle on it to get the runner Kreuzer from third.
Yeah, she got a little break on her ball, working in towards the right-handed hitters. Setting up on that.
And this is the pitcher, Straczynski. Straczynski throwing a solid game today. Keeping our Tigers off kilter. She can help her cause here. A little ground ball over to Sammy Johnson for the out. That retires the sides. But Walpole gets 2 that inning, bringing the score to 4-0 over your OA Tigers. We will return. And welcome back. We're back in between innings here, where Walpole's warming up. A little throwdown, and that's going to bring up Madison Montero for her first at-bat on the OA field for the season.
It was nice. Ava came out and gave Madison a little pat on the back and a shake hand. Welcome her back. I think this is her first at-bat of the season.
First at-bat. Oh, she hasn't played in...
No.
She
heard it right before the season started.
Well, welcome back, Madison Montero, number 30, the right fielder. Madison, solid hitter.
I'm sure she's got a little butterflies. First game back.
Tall order as she takes strike one on that rise ball. And
lives on that.
takes the outside corner for strike two. 0-2 count.
High and outside, every pitch.
Well, outside for ball one.
Got really good control.
Sure, Montero's got a little bit of the butterflies going. As she takes ball two. 2-2 count on Montero. And Madison fouls that out of play. Off to the right side of the infield.
Good job wasting that outside pitch. Nearly unhittable, but she was able to get bat on it.
Madison digs in. Well, outside for ball three, working that count full. Nice job, Montero. Way to battle in this at bat for her. Montero.
One that got away.
It was a nice swing.
The one that got away and back in the EGSL.
The days of the Thunder Pumpkin.
Could have had it.
Oh, Montero was swinging this. Strike three. Good at bat by Madison Montero. That brings up the lefty, Paige Taylor. Here to help her cause. Straczynski with the pitch. Just outside for ball one.
It's time for a little small ball.
One out. As Taylor takes strike two. Or I'm sorry, strike one. Straczynski with the pitch. Outside. Ball two. 2-1 count to Taylor.
I can see that the hitters are starting to of some kind. Weird.
There's an echo.
How about now? Test 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's pretty good.
Okay, great.
No, I was going to say, Gio, it seems like the hitters the OA hitters are starting to adjust and sit on some pitches, see a little bit more pitches, get a longer count.
Ball three. Taylor working the count full with one out.
After Taylor, we got Maddie, top of the order.
As Taylor out of play. The left field. The batters are these hitters are battling. The OA Tigers are battling. And lost her at ball four.
Nice up after Paige.
Brings up Maddie Homer. If we could get her started.
I think think Maddie's going to have a little bit of different approach to this at-bat than last time. Now that she's seen her once.
Saw a lot of pitches last at bat. It's going to work in Homer's favor. As pass ball.
I like that. Looked like she was going. This is a good catch back here, too.
Taylor has some speed.
But you do not want to mess with this catcher, Ari. She's got a gun on
Homer digs in, 1-0 count. Fouls it off. Off into Randall Street. Oh, just over a vehicle at the stop sign. I believe we had a broken windshield here already.
So here's a good time to call out
Morse Insurance, absolutely. Thank you, Morse Insurance, for being a platinum supporter and sponsor. As Matty Homer has 2-1 count. Taylor at second. Straczynski seems to be losing it a little bit, losing a little bit of control. She's worked the last 3 batters to the count, to full count. Homer here with a 3-1 count.
It is a count, but you might want to take a good look at this one.
Homer off to the right.
Little trouble.
Trouble. It's in no man's land in foul territory. And that is a full count for Homer. 3-2. 1 down in the inning. Homer digs in. Straczynski with the pitch. Homer off the right-hand side, just foul, and out of reach of the right fielder. Kearns. No, I'm sorry. McAdams, the right fielder. Just out of reach. Wind's picking up a little bit behind us, Dave. Maybe we could get a little boost of one of the... And she loses there. The walk. Matty Homer on. Taylor in scoring position. That brings up Caitlin Miller, number 8, the center fielder.
I feel a big hit here. Big hit coming.
1 down. Oh, she just got under that again. As
two, nice and easy, go to 2. She never went back. Now go 1.
we've got a little bit of the break in the action here. Looks like there was an appeal over at second stating that Taylor left early. And it's double play. So for the explanation on the pop-up, Taylor never went back to touch the bag, according to the Walpole coach, advancing to third early, which the umpire also verified, calling Taylor out at second, along with the pop-out, 3 outs.
Foul ball,
Yeah.
live ball.
Live ball. And after 3, it is Walpole Timberwolves 4, and your Tigers 0.
Join me, Priscilla Almquist-Wilson, to explore the town of Easton and its interesting, engaging, ordinary, and extraordinary people, and meet a smorgasbord of guests, including artists, authors, musicians, business owners, community organizations, clergy, local leaders, etc., etc., etc. Community Forum at 3 p.m. on Thursdays and 1:30 p.m. on Saturdays. See you then.
where we've got the Walpole Timberwolves leading our OA Tigers 4-0. Paige Taylor in the circle for the Tigers. As Taylor pitches for ball one. A little controversy on the that inning-ending play. The Walpole coach did not come out and officially ask for the appeal. It's been quite the buzz here in between innings on the Moscato Sports Complex. As Taylor with ball two. And the batter is number 8, Nora Broderick, the first baseman. And just a little inside.
Paige had really not thrown a whole lot in the last year or two. I could see getting a little
Rusty.
tired. No, a little tired.
Yeah.
From pitches. Let's see if she can battle through it. Not easy coming in.
Lost her a little bit. With the walk. And that puts Broderick on first. And that brings up number 18, Clinton. Briella Clinton. She's a designated hitter. And Paige with the pitch. It's over to Morris. Morris over to Homer. Safe. That ball was a little bit over to her left, leaning her towards first. Could have gone either way.
If she had a better transition, maybe she would have had her, but maybe the safer play was first.
All it takes is 1 second. 1 second of a bobble, 1 second to get the ball out of the glove, and it makes all the world of a difference.
It was a good effort to stop the ball.
Taylor with the pitch, fouled off, showing bunt. It's Caroline Doran. B&B Rocks player.
They got 3 B&B Rocks players from the parent team.
Quite the representative.
They got 4 of them.
Quite the representation there.
Yeah, between Katie and the 3 on Walpole, we got.
Doran, the center fielder. It's 1-1 count. No outs. And just outside, ball 2. Clinton remains at 1.
Depending on what she does here, it might be a good time to have a mound visit just to calm things down.
Never hurts. And 3-1. Here in the top of the 4th. Taylor delivers.
Questionable call.
Outside corner.
With a little benefit of the call there.
And Doran works the count full. 3-2 count. Taylor delivers. Little outside and low. Moves everyone up 60 feet to load the bases with no outs. And that brings up the leadoff hitter, Susie McAdams. McAdams started things off earlier, or at the start of the game with a single. The bat's been relatively silent for the Walpole Timberwolves these last few innings.
Yeah, walks are going to hurt you. Great block by Catherine.
For ball 1 for McAdams. Infield playing up. Oh, right up the middle. Base hit. Fielded by Miller. Miller throws it home and just over the reach of a jumping of a leaping Catherine Farley. And on that throw, McAdams moves to second. Dorn at third. And there's the mound visit that we were anticipating. And that mound visit is brought to you by Maplewood Country Day Camp.
Long-time sponsor.
It's that time of year.
Both, I believe Katie went there for kindergarten.
Register those kitties. Give yourself a little break. And speaking of breaks, you could also let the pets go to JM Pet Resorts. They have a great time. Your furry friends will always have a good time
They got full
at
service
JM
there.
Pet Resorts.
Full service, everything. They offer everything.
And thank you, Halverson Orthodontics.
I may be going there for Kyle soon. We'll see. Still got to lose 2 more teeth, believe it or not.
I'm guessing there's at least 12 wonderful smiles on the Tiger players that were aided by Mark Halverson's expertise in orthodontics. Thank you for being a platinum sponsor. As they lay the bunt down, oh, it's safe. I'm thinking that play was a little bit closer than it was. We need to get back to the replay.
She was
Clearly safe.
clearly safe.
It was a nice bunt, and that brings up number 5, Abby Kearns, the second baseman. Runners at the corners.
Good hitter up here. The Walpole bench is starting to come alive.
Right down the middle for a strike. Nice pitch by Taylor. Kreutzer advances on that pitch. Defensive indifference. Catherine thinks about going down to 3. For Doran leaning off on second, or on third. Page just a little high. It's a 2-2 count. No outs. Pop up over on the third base side. Maddie Homer under for the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. And that brings up the first baseman, Brooke Arena. Number 14.
All right, well, we got 1 down. We're heading in the right direction.
It's a ground ball. Oh, just under Sammy's glove. And on that ball into the outfield. 2 runners score on that last play.
Page is getting a little fatigued. Long inning for her.
The foul on the first baseman, Johnson. For those who know Spanish, that would be error. Taylor with the pitch. Harry Kreuzer, the batter. Arena remains at first. And Taylor just a little outside. Oh, outside corner for a strike. 3-1 count. Hitters count. Let's see what Page can do. Just a little high for ball 4. And that brings up the pitcher, Charlotte Straczynski.
He's on fire in the circle today. Racking up the strikeouts.
A lot of movement on that the rise ball. As Page Straczynski fouls the ball off into Bedrock Quarry. Straczynski with the 0-1 count. Just high for ball 1. Little low. Nice stop by Farley. 2-1 count on the pitcher, Straczynski.
See if we can stop the bleeding here. Get a little ground ball or actually win on that.
Use a little double play and on the just to the left of Farley, just enough for the runners to advance 60 feet. Three-one count on Straczynski. Strike on the corner. Working the count full. Page battling. It's ground ball to Matty Homer. Matty Homer.
Interference. There you go. Good call.
Interfered with by the runner going from second to third. That runner is out.
Yep. Maddie did a good job inducing that a little bit, running towards the baseline. She's a heady player, I tell you.
And the Walpole coach is, again, not agreeing with the umpire.
I think she's making a substitution.
And speaking of substitutions,
Easton Country Club. You need a good mulligan, you go to Easton Country Club.
thank you, Easton Country Club, for your continued support.
Fine establishment that they have.
And thank you, Easton Fitness, for getting these players in shape. Several Easton, Oliver Ames, and Easton area athletes train there on a regular basis. And so do some of the adults. Stay fit at Easton Fitness. Page ready with the pitch. 3-2 count, 2 outs. A lot of excitement in that Oliver Ames. Morris with the ground ball over to Sammy Johnson to end the inning. But
I'm going to go say hello to my sister.
there are 6 more runs have plated for Walpole, bringing the score to 10-0 over our Tigers. And we'll return.
Welcome to Easton News. I'm Abby Kitchenham.
And I'm Jack Ryan, and together we bring you everything you need to know about Easton, including politics.
The annual town election is scheduled for Saturday, April 22nd, 2023.
Community events.
Be inspired. Counseling presents a parent and child coping workshop centered around the new year and new beginnings.
And sports.
Fresh builds diamonds, so we live by that every day. Practice, going into every game.
With APCSM guest segment Head of the Week.
Hi, I'm
Katie with the Animal Protection Center, and today we have a little Iris.
With help from special correspondent Wyatt Fain. Join us for Easton News, playing 6 o'clock Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Ready? Thanks, Jack. Great job as always. Producer Jack. He's the best. Best in the business. That brings up Devin Morris, second base, and number 21. As Morris takes ball 1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, where Walpole leads our Tigers 10-0. Morris takes ball 2. Showing a lot of patience today. Looks like we got some action in the bullpen. As Morris looks at strike 1. Straczynski's just, the girls just can't catch up with the rise ball right now. It's just getting behind in the count. A lot of trouble. Ball. And Straczynski lays there for the walk. Morris goes up the 1. That brings up Katie Melendi. And Straczynski with the rise ball. They're laying off for ball 1. Like to see him manufacture some runs here, John. I'm joined by John Homer. Katie Melendi with the grounder over to second base. Over to, I believe it's Clinton playing first. And moving the runner over. Smart ball. That brings up Crystalia Covell, the left fielder. Covell up there swinging hard with the swing and miss. Strike 1. Being very selective. It wasn't very outside. It was outside enough, though. Straczynski with the pitch. Covell takes ball 1. Morris in scoring position. Straczynski with the pitch. Strike right down the middle. I would have, yes, you guess anything close with the score the way it is, being in the hole 10-0, you got to go after it. And Covell goes down, swing and a miss for strike 3. Brings up Emily Martin, number 24, the third baseman. Emily fouls it off to the backstop. And it looks like we will see a new pitcher in the next inning. Done an admirable job filling in last second. And Martin with the 1-1 count. Straczynski high outside. Martin digs in. Straczynski with the pitch. High and outside. As Martin fouls it out of play. Nope, but a Walpole player just went back to get it. Martin worked the count full. Ground ball over to shortstop. Just out of the reach. Just out of the reach. Scoring Morris from second. Shortstop, Kreuzer. Didn't exactly have a good handle on that. Bringing Arena off the bag. Scoring Morris. Morris was running on contact anyways. That brings up Catherine Farley. Swing and miss, strike one. And looks at strike two. 0-2. 2 outs. Protect the plate. Martin will be running. 3-pitch K. And after 4, Walpole 10, your OA Tigers 1. And welcome back to the OA softball field on the Moscato Athletic Complex at Oliver Ames High School. Beautiful day for softball. Unfortunately, the score is Walpole 10 and your OA Tigers 1. Top of the 5th, and stepping into the plate is number 4. Veronica Ryan checks into the game for her first at bat. And no changes for the Tigers this inning. Coach Allison sticking with the southpaw, Taylor. And a little break in the action to inform everyone with the changes in the lineup for Walpole. And that break in the action is brought to you by O'Brien Car Care. Thank you for being a platinum sponsor and your support for Easton and OA softball. As Ryan steps into the box, Taylor with the pitch, a little low for ball 1. Taylor with high and a little bit outside for ball 2. Taylor being efficient with her pitch selection today. Ball 3. Defensively, that's all you could ask for. I mean, getting a spot start like that and swing and miss for strike 1. It's a 3-1 count. Surprised our coach had her swinging at a 3-0 count, but I've seen sillier things. And ball 4, and Ryan walks, and that brings up number 10. Grace Todd making her first appearance today. But yeah, just definitely getting the ball in play was key for today's Tigers, and they achieved it for the most part. Just a couple of mistakes cost them. And that one just sneaks by Farley, the catcher. And moves Ryan over to third. And it's a little shot back to Taylor, who delays just a little bit. The runner safe first. And it's time to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And Farley takes the throw down. Out at second. Runner scores on the throw, making it 11-1. Balón pasado. That is Spanish for pass ball. That's all the further I go with 8th grade. As McAdams goes deep off the fence and hustling in for a double. That looked like it was gone from off the bat. From our vantage point behind the backstop, McAdams got a hold of that one. And that brings up Sienna Kreuzer, number 6, the shortstop. And that is no outs. John, I celebrate life every day. High for ball 1. And Taylor with the pitch. A little too inside. Kreutzer takes it off the shoulder. And this break in the action is brought to you by the Haynes Group. Thank you for being a platinum sponsor of OA Softball, as well as Barrett's Ale House. As Ken Johnson likes to say, is why I drink alone. That would be, yes, that's also an option. And then if they're too packed and you can't get a table, go over to Stoneforge, another platinum sponsor. Thank you, Stoneforge. You can't go wrong at either place. And then at some point we can go to Fieldhouse Arena and run all those margaritas off, and exercise in the open gym there. And thank you, Roach Brothers, also for being a platinum sponsor and your support for OA softball, and also employing the fine young ladies on our team. And thank you, Sean Flynn Landscaping Services, for your continued support. It's that time of year. That reminds me, I need mulch as well. That's quite the fast fact. Someone fact check John Homer on that one. Paige Taylor with the pitch. Fly ball into the gap over Miller. Oh, on her. Miller with a heck of a catch. Collides with Cristalia Covell. It looks like we got another break in the action here and that was the second out of the inning. Looked like the runner tried to advance, but had to go back because they didn't think that Miller was going to get to that ball. She did a great job getting to it. So, Miller already delayed for the first part of the season, and I believe this is her third or fourth game back. And Miller laughing now, having a good time, back to being Caitlin, the Caitlin that we all know and love. Big smile, telling Coach to go back to the dugout. And I want to thank Giorgio's Roast Beef on that injury timeout. Pizza and more. They have great salads, if you like salads. Back to the action. Paige Taylor in there for a strike. Brooke Arena, first baseman. Arena with the shot to center field. Miller under it to retire the side. And after 4.5, it is Walpole 11, OA 1. We'll be back.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of For the Love of Words. After a 3-year hiatus, join me, John Holgerson, and
Priscilla Almquist Olson,
as we interview poets and musicians. Could you give the audience a little summary of your background as a child?
When I turned 7 or so, we were car moms that stuck out.
And have them share their love of words.
A thin broth of moonlight caught in the trees spreads across the garden brush, so one side of every stick shimmers while the other sides melt into one another, a massed grave of cherry, pear, and pine.
For the Love of Words at 7 p.m. on Thursdays.
And back to the action. Buenos dias, mi amigas and amigas. Here on Cinco de Mayo, the OA softball field. Joined with mi amigo, John Homer. My Spanish is somewhat limited. Although we do know pass ball now in Spanish. Balón pasado. Too many balón pasado today. I just like saying it. Not necessarily that many pass balls, but it does. It does. And Madison Montero steps into the plate. Madison Montero? Oh. Montero making her her first appearance for the 2023 season. Just off the injured list. I believe it was 6. Hardworking kid. Straczynski still going. Straczynski, still no change. No. They just want to end it, beginning to end. They're letting her ride it out. Straczynski's pitch count, probably upper in the 80s right now. As Montero takes strike 2, working that count full. Montero digs in. Draws the walk. Montero hustles up the first piece. That brings in Paige Taylor, the pitcher. She can help her cause. And congratulations to Maddie Homer. What a great honor for Maddie Homer. Congratulations to the OA winners. That as Taylor bunts down the third base line, moving Montero over. That's first out. A little late to play small ball. And that brings up number 11, Maddie Homer. Homer. Love their swing, their aggressive swinging for strike 1. And a little outside, past the catcher. And Montero moves up 60 feet. You know what I've been seeing a lot of today, John? Probably because of the day, but everywhere I went, there were taco trucks. Taco trucks in Taunton, Abington. Where else was I at today? Rockland. Little bunt by Homer. Little pickle. And Montero is out. Homer advances to 2, safe at second. Nice heads-up play by Maddie Homer with all the chaos going on between third and home. Literally. Straczynski at the strike on the outside corner. It was in the next zip code. And Caitlin Miller was swing and miss for strike 2. 0-2 count to Miller. 2 outs. Devin Morris on deck. Caitlin takes ball 1. That was a subtle hint. We need a taco truck here. Homer remains at 2. And Miller goes down swinging. And that should be, I believe that is the game, John Homer. And we got a brief delay here, so let's thank a couple of sponsors. Thank you, Kempner Electric, keeping us all plugged in. Thank you, East End Dental Wellness. Thank you for your platinum sponsorship. And Elliott PT, as always, thank you for getting my knee better. I am going to be ready to run soon. And looks like we have not been run out, so we're back out for another inning. And we'll just thank some more sponsors here. We're not going to go away on the in-between innings. Looking like they're moving us right along here. So thank you, Bank of Easton. Thank you, Langwater Farm. And I believe, let's throw a little thanks into Hilliard's Chocolate, because Mother's Day's coming up. Who doesn't like, yeah, what mother doesn't like chocolate? That's right. I like apple season. The caramel apples are the best. The energy level of this team is still elevated, which is good. Thank you for your help and thank you for your sponsorship. And back to the action here. Excitement level at the OA softball complex is amazing. We got Taylor in here. As Farley takes that one off the shin guard for ball 1 here in the top of the 6th. Taylor with the pitch. Kid's got to be getting tired at this point. Throwing a lot of pitches. She is MVP today. Spot start, ground ball over to Morris. Morris over to Johnson for the out. Yeah, it's first out here in the top of the 6th. That brings up the pitcher, shotless Straczynski. Straczynski. Solid pitcher today for Walpole. Just kept the OA batters on the heels. Page trying to jam her with an inside pitch. Straczynski fouls it off. Just lost that one. Just lost the grip on that one. Believe it's a 2-1 count. Swing and miss for strike 2. Thank you, Jenna. Struck out the pitcher. And that brings up number 13, Charlotte Daly. Oh, Paige just lost grip on that one a little bit. 2-0 count to Daly, making her first at bat today. And Daly gets a hold of that one. It looks like it's in the gap between right and center, off the fence. Bobbled a little bit by Miller in center. And Daly pulls in with a double. That brings up Veronica Ryan, number 4. Ryan checked in last inning. Oh, it gets away from Catherine. Runner moves up 60 feet. Balos Pasado. Balos Pasado. Just rolls right off the tongue. Paige Taylor behind on 3-0 count. To the hitter Ryan. Loses her on 4 pitches. And runner scores from third on the Balos Pasado. Hola, ¿cómo está? Little blooper into, just out of the reach of Sammy. Sammy tried to backhand that one. Looked like they were having a little convention out there around first base bag. That brings up Susie McAdams. McAdams, a solid day today. I was obstructed on that one. John, do you know what happened? Nothing good happens with that. Just like after midnight. Nothing good ever happens after midnight. And a shot down left field, foul. McAdams going opposite field with that. Just that one last inning into the left center gap, which Miller caught, colliding with Covell. And Paige fields the ball cleanly over to Sammy Johnson for the out, where it's 13-1 in favor of Walpole. We will return. Thank you, Jack. Welcome back to this beautiful afternoon of softball where we have, I believe that's Devin Moore stepping into the plate to lead off the bottom of the sixth. It looks like we're going to need some help here, John. Need some runs. As Morris has 1-1 count, swing and miss for strike one. Tigers going to have to reach deep here, find some runs, find ways to manufacture runs. Straczynski's still in the circle. And swing and miss for strike two. And Morris shot out of play off the right. Count remains 2-2. And Morris down swinging. Brings out Crystalia Covell. Oh, Katie Melendi, sorry. Katie Melendi. Today, she is Katie Melendez on Cinco de Mayo. And Melendi in the hole 0-2. And Melendi goes down, 3-pitch K. And now that brings up Crystalia Covell. I could go for a churro. Churros would be nice. I don't think I've had the Costco churro. Covell with the 0-1 count. Takes strike two. We're in a little bit of a hole here, John. 0-2, 2 outs, and Covell goes down swinging. And that should wrap things up here. To our friends celebrating Cinco de Mayo, buenos noches. Fiesta caliente.
One more time, Gio. What was the word of the day?
Balos pasado. If you run into John Hammer, he will pick up your bar tab. And on that note, thanks for watching. Great weekend. And we'll be back next week. We got 4 games next week, 3 games next week. 3 games next week. And your final here is 13-1 in favor of Walpole. Buenos noches, amigos.
Oliver Ames High School Sports home game coverage is underwritten in part by Bank of Easton, Premier Properties, Law Office of Sutton and